This week's weekly message preview at the non-denominational New Hope Olympia Church is From Heartbreak to Hope. Nearly 35 years ago, Pastor Dell visited his daughter Becky in Portland while she attended college. When Dell arrived to meet his daughter, she complained of an intense headache that persisted despite taking medication. The headache got so bad that Becky told her dad, "I think we need to go to the hospital." Upon arriving at the hospital, Becky's condition deteriorated such that she lost sensation from her toes to her shoulders. After doing extensive tests, it was determined that she had transverse myelitis. Transverse myelitis, which causes spinal cord inflammation, can lead to a rare neurological condition in which the myelin sheath covering the nerve cells in the spinal cord gets damaged. This damage causes interruptions in the signals between the spinal nerves and the rest of the body, which may result in loss of sensation, movement, and bladder control issues. The doctors informed Becky that she had a 30% chance of regaining her ability to walk. After being hospitalized in Portland, doctors discharged Becky despite her paralysis to determine the next steps. Pastor Dell recalls that when Becky first came home from the hospital, she was still partially paralyzed, and the only way she could get around the house was to crawl like a baby. Becky was transferred to a rehabilitation hospital in Puyallup, where she was given rehabilitation to learn how to live as a paralyzed and disabled person due to the severity of her prognosis. Imagine being a young woman in her 20s and being told you'll never walk again. That's the reality she was faced with. Despite her diagnosis, Becky remained optimistic and trusted in the healing power of God. She excelled in her rehabilitation, surpassing expectations because of her strong belief in her recovery. Becky was convinced that if God could heal crippled people in the Bible, He could heal her too. Hebrews 11:1 describes faith as the strong conviction of things that are not visible. The things we hope for may not yet exist, but the things we cannot see are real and already in existence. These unseen things are present realities that have already taken their place, even though they may not be visible to us. The evidence of Becky's faith became apparent at New Hope's traditional Christmas Eve candlelight service when she walked into the candlelit room on her own, emerging from the darkness. You won't want to miss Becky's inspiring story of moving on from heartbreak to hope through God's power and grace.